Welcome back to our Integra track build presented by Valvoline, where we are finally here, boys. We're at Lime Rock Park, and we are going to go rip some tech and even put a surprise driver in the car. That's right, guys. We are finally back at Grid Life, and man, it feels so good to be here. And it's really fun to bring our Type R here with this beautiful Valvoline retro livery on it, bringing all the vibes like the Grid Life guys do. And of course, we've got our banner on there. And for those of you who are wondering what our plan is, we've come here with one goal in mind. That is to beat up on our buddy Ben Thorne here. We're gonna show him that the B series is king, K is for kids, B is for the real men. So in fact, to prove that point, later in this episode, we're gonna throw Ben into our Type R so we can taste the greatness and realize that he made the wrong choice with this car, everybody. All right, boys, I am suited up, and that means it is time to go and live the dream out here on Lime Rock in this Type R. I am so pumped on this. I used to watch these cars race here on Speed Vision with the real-time racing Type R, so I'm like channeling my inner Pierre Klein-Newbing here. Gonna go give it a taste, tell you guys how it feels, then come back in here, and then it's Ben's turn. Letting an E92 by, because there's no point in being a hero out here in your first session, just trying to find my way. But man, the car feels good. It feels really grippy. Track is all rubbered in by the drift guys, and man, this is a fast flowing track, guys. It has got some motorsport vibes happening here for me, with even more elevation change. Pretty technical down in this section here, and man, the Type R is hooking up nice. Revving her out to 8,500. Over this hill, flat out. Into fourth here for a minute. I think I gotta go down into third here. I don't know how fast the corners are yet, guys. I'm just learning as I go here. But what a track. Woo! Down this hill into a big compression at the bottom, and then turn it in and hope she hooks up. Woo! Adrenaline is pumping here. And we're hanging with this E92 pretty good. Starting to catch up to this EG hatchback here. Just braking early, figuring out the line here. I think I'm going to use a tight line, see how that does versus my EG friend here. I don't know. That's not bad. I rolled pretty good speed through there. I think this is like a super late apex that you want to stay to the left of the track on here. Man, Type R just feels so balanced, so at home out here. This thing is still a street car, but it is a good time. I don't really know the etiquette. I passed somebody. I think this is the advanced group, so maybe I'm allowed to pass there. I don't know. If I get a black flag, sorry Grid Life, sorry Speed Academy, sorry Valvoline, but I'm having fun. Got it. Looks like the E92 is pulling off here. Just gonna give him room. These are HPDE guys after all. I'm not out here with like super experienced road racers, so I do have to be a little bit cautious. Marker this time, which still seems plenty early. Trying to wider line into one here, kind of like just treating it as a single late apex. Not bad. The car is washing out a little bit there, but still pretty good. Caught us up to a little bit of a noisy Celica here. It's 2ZZ versus Type R. I think I'm supposed to get a point by. I'm just not sure, guys. I'm just not sure. Oh, there he goes. Man, we've caught up to quite a lineup of cars here, and I don't know what to do passing-wise. Thing so rowdy M3, maybe LS top by the sounds of it. This is the downside to the HPD experience, guys. You do get in a train sometimes, and because I need point buys, you have to be patient. My racer's instinct just wants to like stick it into the inside on some of these guys, but gotta keep the ego and the adrenaline in check here and just enjoy the experience of being on this historic racetrack with so much flow. Man, I love it. I just don't know if this Lincoln guy knows about his mirrors. He's holding everybody up. I mean, how cool is it there's a Lincoln Mark 8 out here, but you have to use your mirrors, fellas. I want to pass him down the hill here, but nope, not going to do it. Alright, going to get a run on him here, and let's get the point by. Thanks, man. Oh, and I got some shake, I think, from picking up rubber on the track. There's so much rubber out here from the Drift Bros. Man, hard on this 8th gen Civic's tail now. I love seeing these 8th gens on the track in the 4-door sedan body style. I love these things, man. I really want to build an 8th gen sedan. Such a clean looking machine. Up with that K power. And he's not pointing me by, son of a bitch. But he's got too much horsepower for me. Thanks, man. Man, this car is just so easy to drive at the limit. Like, my hands are relaxed, my upper body's relaxed. It just grips. It doesn't want to oversteer on me, which Type Rs can be pretty aggressive on the oversteer, but the way we've set this car up is actually really well suited to this high-speed circuit, and that was by design. We knew we were coming here, so I wanted a very front grip, or I should say rear grip setup. Without compromising the front grip, I just wanted a little bit of understeer, keep it on the safe side, because as you can see, there are walls everywhere here. Oh, he's pointing me by. All right, here we go. I'm going to cool it down, get into the pits, let Ben have a rip and see what he thinks. So let me summarize the session for you now as quickly as I can. And man, first of all, Lime Rock is a mega track. It is so much fun. It's a pretty short lap. It's only around a minute long, but it is intense. Very high speed corners, big elevation changes, and lots of opportunities to make mistakes that cost you a lot of speed, or worse if you go off in a couple of spots, as we saw earlier today. But so far the Type R has been really good. It's so much fun to rip in, and I'm actually surprised how fast it is here. I was keeping up with some K-swapped cars, some M3s out there. It's really very good. It does have a touch of understeer, which we set up intentionally because on a high-speed track like this, you really do want the car to understeer a little bit, so you're not getting into like oversteer scary situations. I'd rather the car just push a bit, but other than that, the car has been really flawless, and I'm having an absolute blast. So cannot be happier with the way the car's performing. And by the way, how smart were we to PPF the front end of this car? Because look at all these rubber marks on here. The drift guys left a lot of rubber out there, and then when you're following the car in front of you, you're just getting blasted, but you don't care because you're having so much fun. Anyway, time to throw Ben in there and see how he does.
Here we go. It's so weird because I feel like I'm in my car, but also I don't feel like I'm in my car because it's the same steering wheel and shifter position and everything. But it's so smooth, it's so quiet. I can't even hear it, the fits are louder. Oh, so good though. Whoa, the brakes are great. All right. Oh, here we go. These fits, I'm stuck between a bunch of fits. Oh yeah, these brakes, feeling good. I'm gonna let these fits get together. I don't want to break up the fit train. I know all these fits like rolling together. It's so smooth. Ah! I love it. Civic. This car is not got quite as much grip. Yeah. Oh, it's so raw. It's so pure. Yes. Yes. It's still going. Oh, yes. Here we go. Still trying to figure out where the limit of grip is here. It just keeps on hooking. Oh yeah. Man, I can just stay flat through a lot of this. Can I stay flat here? Yes, I can. Wow. I keep wanting to shift early. Oh, this is good. We got grip here. Do we have grip here? Yes, we do. Oh, this is good. A little gutless. Not so much torque. I kind of want some torque right here. Yeah. Oh yeah, she's taking it. She's taking it. Here we go. I'm so sorry. I couldn't get into fifth. I'm just gonna leave fifth alone. We don't need it. There's that VTEC. Now we're ripping it. Yeah. What's this guy doing? Woo. All right, here we go. Let's do a lap for real. We're not gonna go into fifth. We're just gonna leave it in fourth. This thing just sings. Oh, feels like I'm hurting it. But it loves it. Barely on the brakes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Little bit of a slide. Just wants to push. But that's all right. I am not even using the brakes at all. I'm just rolling. The cone in the road. Yeah. Get a little bit of a draft off of this fit, maybe? I got a point by, but I don't know if I can do it. Yeah, we got it. We passed the fit. Yeah, the front isn't too happy. It's a little plowy, but that's all right. We got it. Yeah. Ooh, a little lock up. Finding the limit. These brakes might be a little too aggressive, honestly, for this little car with a little power. It bites on so hard on that initial bite. Yeah, honestly, it doesn't even need it. This is too much brake. Oh yeah. Raw VTEC, let's go! That's the checkered. Man, this thing is fun. Looks like we got maybe a little bit of a warpy rotor under braking there, but wow. These it's so different than my car. There's no power. There's absolutely no horsepower. Forget about it. I'm spending the entire lap in 2 gears, third and fourth, and that's it. But in my Civic, I'm going from third to sixth. It's very different. A completely different car. It's so smooth. A total momentum car. I mean, you just have to carry that speed. Can't really work up to speed with these brakes. These brakes are a very strong initial bite. It takes a few laps to really learn kind of how much bite the brake has. Honestly, phenomenal car. Absolutely great. Dave and Pete, you built an amazing car. Boy, I want a Type R. Oh, so fun. I'm sad that it's over. It was over so quick. I want to just keep going. And it's a Honda. It can keep going. You could just keep lapping. Amazing.
All right, Ben, first thing I want to know, did you beat me?
I think I did.
I think you did. You think you got me about a half second?
It wasn't even, I mean, I was just having fun.
Yeah.
I let all the fits by at first, because I know those spec fits, they go hard. They want to be real close to each other for a draft.
Yeah.
So I just let them all go and then just had a party out in the back.
It looks like you were having a good time.
It was great.
We did hear a slight interesting downshift into turn one.
It was strategic. It was for engine braking.
It was very aggressive engine braking, everyone.
They call it a money shift because it's what you want to do.
Luckily, I don't see any holes in the block.
No, yeah, I clutched in so quick. Yeah, I couldn't get fifth for some reason. The throw was a little different, but
this is engineering perfection.
Exactly.
It cannot be harmed.
Exactly. I wasn't worried. I wasn't worried.
Seriously though, how did you enjoy the overall driving experience compared to a proper K race car?
These are different cars, like entirely.
Yeah,
like other than the steering wheel feels the same, I have to like keep telling myself, not my car, not my car. Your brakes feel way stronger than mine, even though obviously I don't think they are. But I think because your speeds are so much slower, they have so much bite, and I'm just like, oh, like I hit the brakes way too early, and I didn't realize it.
Because you're not going as fast.
Right,
That's
sure,
probably part of
sure.
it, but
you have the Type R brakes on here.
Type R brakes and the same pad you run, right?
Yeah, DTC 60s. Yeah. That was the most noticeable thing that stuck out was I was like braking too early.
The Continentals are very good on the brakes.
These are 205s.
These are 205s all around.
They felt like 245s.
They're sticky.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. The grip level's high.
Amazing.
Yeah. I certainly think the car understeers a bit, and I guess you felt the same.
It does. I was playing a little in turn one, and maybe you can have some more fun with this later, but when you're in turn one, I'm like light on the throttle. You kind of want to maintenance throttle a little bit, but if you like aggressively lift, you can kind of get it to go a little.
That's a Type R thing.
Yeah.
To do that. So we'll drop throttle rotate, which I love to do too. But on turn in, it doesn't have the sharpness that I would want from it. So you can play around with bars and
toe it out.
But for a safe setup on a big, scary track like this, I'm very happy with it.
It's a momentum car, and I think it's a great car for like entry-level tracking, because like you really need to learn all that momentum stuff up front, up first, and everybody thinks you need a fast car to be on the track. And I mean, I guess this is still a fast car. We're talking about a Type R here.
Yeah, it's not a slow car, but by modern standards, it's not that fast anymore, but it's still a ton of fun to drive. And it does teach you good habits about maintaining momentum. And you know what? I'm having the most fun I've ever had at the track, even though I'm in one of the slowest cars here. I don't care. It's just fun to drive.
It's amazing.
Everyone loves the way it looks. And I'm glad you got a smile on your face too. So thank you for doing that.
Thanks for letting me. You kidding me?
Well, guys, that is a wrap on this one. Man, have we ever had a great time here at Grid Life at this beautiful facility, Lime Rock Park, and just to taste the purity that is the DC2 Type R. I mean, I know we've talked about it not being that fast by modern standards, but I honestly don't care. Even though this is a competition event and we're in the wrong class for the car, it just doesn't matter, because when you're out there on this track in this car, you are truly having the time of your life. It is so good. It's so much fun. Yeah, and we'll turn the dials a bit, make it understeer a little bit less, but just as a pure 90s driving experience, this is literally as good as it gets. I'll take this over anything else you can throw at me from the 90s. Comment below if you disagree, and I'll tell you why you're wrong. But wait, there's more. We are obviously back at our shop now, and we did rush out of Grid Life in a bit of a hurry. Had a lot of stuff going on at home that we needed to get to, and we forgot to update you on a couple of things, including how well the PPF stood up to track abuse. As you can see, there is a lot of rubber debris all over the front end here, and that is typical of a track day, especially when there's drifting at the track and there's a lot of rubber being laid down. You then go out behind other cars, follow them closely, and it all gets blasted onto your paint, which is really why we wanted the PPF on here in the first place, to protect this brand new paint job. So to take that off, Cavill recommended using a adhesive and tar remover like this. So we are just going to spray this on the rag as per his instructions, and then we are going to see how well it takes this stuff off here. So a little bit of oh wow, that does a very good job. It does sort of have that typical smell of an adhesive removal product, but you can see it does work really well. So we'll go ahead and clean this all up. But before we do that, let's talk to you a little bit about that Plastics for Performance window out back. The last time we had a Lexan window in the back of one of our cars was our Scion FRS, I think. And it was an inexpensive one that was flimsy and would rattle around and buffet terribly in the wind.
It was kind of the worst.
It looked like it was going to blow out of the car at any moment. I think it did blow out of the car once, didn't it? When we were doing those high-speed runs at the Ontario 1500. Anyway, it was terrible. However, this is not terrible. This thing is awesome. It fits so well, as we showed you when we installed it, but driving it now at speeds over 100 miles an hour, we can confirm that this thing, it has the tiniest bit of movement that you can see in the rearview mirror, but there's no noise from it, and there's no sense that it might blow out of here. You know, it's not distorting the image quality out of the back either. The optics through this is really, really good. So very impressed by this product. I would certainly recommend it to any of you Honda guys out there who are looking to lighten your car up. Well guys, that is a wrap on this quick and hugely fun trip to Grid Life's event, Circuit Legends event at Lime Rock. What an amazing racetrack that is, and what an amazing event that was. If you guys haven't been to a Grid Life event, highly recommend it. It's just the most fun you can have with a bunch of other like-minded car nuts, whether they're drifters, grip guys, show car guys. The whole culture is there, all having a good time together. And thank you very much, Valvoline, for sponsoring this quick trip. It was a blast to hang out with you guys at the event and to show off this vintage livery that we made for you. But the reason we're standing over here in front of Pete CK is because we have read the comments on that build series with these two cars, and we are going to do a quick update on this car, maybe a little bit of something coming for the Type R as well. We'll go back and we'll redo that track battle and show you how these two cars perform in what we would call maybe their ultimate form PT, or at least their better functioning form. So thanks again everybody for watching, and we will see you at the track very soon.